All right, guys, so now that you have activated your schema and your brain is thinking about these national forests, we're going to go ahead and today we're just going to read this story together. So it is called Yellowstone, a place of wild wonders. And the focus question is, what is Yellowstone and why do people visit there? All right, this book has a table of contents. So it looks like we're going to have an introduction, a chapter called A Hot Spot, Wildlife, History, Conclusion, and like a lot of nonfiction books, a glossary. And on this table of contents, I see a map up here kind of showing us where Yellowstone is. All right, tomorrow I will pull up a bigger map, but for now, that shows you. All right, introduction. National parks are areas of protected land. In 1872, Yellowstone became the first national park. What can people see there? You can look at the picture and kind of guess. What do you think people will see there? A hot spot. People go to Yellowstone to see Old Faithful. Old Faithful is a geyser. It shoots steam and hot water high into the air. And down here it says Yellowstone Super Volcano. Yellowstone is home to an old caved-in volcano. The volcano has had 3 big eruptions. The rim of the caved-in volcano is more than 45 miles across in some places. People still watch Yellowstone closely. The volcano does not look as if it is going to erupt again soon. And up here it tells us that Yellowstone has about 300 geysers. So it's constantly shooting this steam and hot water up into the air. Can you imagine? Yellowstone is on top of a hot spot. The hot spot made geysers, hot springs, and hot mud pools. We can kind of make a connection to hot springs because we have a lot of those here in Colorado. Hot springs are little pockets of warm water. Wildlife. More than 350 kinds of animals live in Yellowstone. Deer, fox, elk, and the golden eagle. These animals are big and hairy. They roll on the ground to get rid of flies. And that's a bison. These animals are big but fast. They sleep in dens all winter. And that's a grizzly bear. These animals were forced out of Yellowstone, but people brought them back. And those are wolves. History. Native Americans came to Yellowstone before it was a national park. Old Native American shelters still stand in the park today. So that's really cool. If you were to go visit Yellowstone, you could see where Native Americans built some of their shelters, and it's still there. More people went to Yellowstone and knew it had to be protected. Paintings were made to show off Yellowstone's beauty. And that's that picture. People toured Yellowstone before it was a park. Today, there are many more national parks. This park helps people remember an important battle. This park has one of the biggest canyons in the world. Conclusion. Many people go to Yellowstone every year. They go to fish, hike, and camp in the park. All national parks are great places to see, but Yellowstone was the first. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone is one of the best sights in the park, and this is a picture of it right here. Travel posters right here show people what they can do and see in Yellowstone. And it says Ranger Naturalist Service, nature walks, field trips, campfire programs, nature talks. All right, and then we have our glossary. And since today is the first time I've read through this book, I am going to read the glossary to you, all right? The first word is geyser, and a geyser is a hot spring that boils from time to time and sends water and steam into the air. A hot spot is a place in Earth's crust where hot liquid rock rises close to the surface. All right, the next one is hot springs, places where naturally heated underground water comes through the Earth's surface. The next one says national parks, and a national park is areas of land protected for their history or wonderful natural landscape and wildlife. Native Americans, people whose ancestors lived in the Americas before the Europeans arrived. And the last word in our glossary is protected, which means guarded or defended from harm or danger. All right, guys, so that is all we are going to do for shared reading today. I will see you tomorrow.